the girl a-running in a group. She had a high-speed motor in a 40 Ford coupe. She had a racing cam and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod at large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod. She's my hot rod.
First, I got to tell you, here we go again. There's an investigation going on by federal regulators. The National Fair Housing Alliance has found discriminatory practices by some car dealerships in vehicle financing when using outside lenders. In other words, they're selling, when you go to buy a car, they always say, well, you got to see F&I guy, the finance and insurance. And that guy specializes in getting you financed. Well, it turns out they have different rates for white and non-white. And this, my friends, is wrong. This is racism. They allege a lot of things are racism, but this is flat out wrong. They have financing rates for white customers and another rate for non-white, which would include Hispanic, African American, and non-white, whatever. And they're hosing them. They're hosing them. Can you imagine it in this day and age? This is 2018. And they think they can get away with that? We're going to wait and see where this investigation goes. I didn't do the whole story on it yet. This is one I picked up real early this morning. Was a story on the Automotive News Network, and I saw that. I go, I thought this was over. How can you do that? It's 2018, man. Jeez, oh Pete, you got computers that are they're gonna kill you. They're gonna tell everybody about you. That's for doggone sure. I got a nice story here about a company that's going to invest in America, and I got a couple other ones. But do you want to know about what the future holds for you in your car? Because I got it, and it's kind of cool. This is, and this isn't predictions. This is stuff that's coming, upcoming things, upcoming advancements. You call it advancement. I'll call it what I want in the automotive world. Here it comes. Number one, one of my faves, airless tires. Tires you never have to put air in. They're made by Bridgestone. And they'll be here shortly. They're going to be here before you know it. And I want to know one thing, and one thing only. How is that going to ride? I mean, I remember my grandpa's wheelbarrow didn't have air in the tire. And that dog was nasty to push, and it felt every little bump. I mean, if you have no air in your tires, you'll be able to ride over a dime and tell you if it's heads or tails. God. All right. This one is particularly important to me because I'm a little on the large side, as you may know. Lincoln Continental actually has a 30-way electric seat that nobody knows how to use. Nobody can figure out they have one or two ways, up, back, and up, down. And that's it. So now, Lincoln is working on a car that will size you up as you walk to the door. It will analyze you and adjust the seat to fit you. Come on. Now, isn't that cute? It's going to look at you as you're coming up. You know, it'd be really cool. It would be looking at she who will be obeyed, and she comes up and opens the door, and then I get in the car. Because it would have thought she was going to get in the car, and they adjusted for the 4'12" girl instead of the 6'2" behemoth. I think that's funny. It's going to set the seat for you as you walk up, and that'll be here before or in the 2020s. So in the next couple of years. In the next couple of years, Tesla is working on a car with no door handles. You'll push a button and the door will open. No door handles. No outside door handles. There'll be inside door handles. There have to be for safety reasons. I mean, think about that. Where's the remote? I got to open this. We're in a crash. No, you got to have handles on the inside. But the outside, no handles. What's the first company that's going to dump internal combustion? Internal combustion will be dumped completely by 2030 by Volvo. Volvo will have no more internal combustion cars by 2030. And you can say goodbye to spark plugs. Oh, yeah. Mazda will use compression ignition like a diesel on their gas model cars. They found a way to ignite this without spark plugs. There's one less thing on the car to go wrong. That's a maintenance thing. and it's gonna accelerate and everything's gonna be fine on a gas model. Now, nobody can find a way to do this with the diesel cars, make them pass the emissions. I wonder how these gas models are gonna do. I know gas burns a little cleaner, but it also has oil, petroleum products in it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Mazda might be possum up a gum tree maybe. To go all electric, Volvo is going to use energy storing body panels. Okay? Your new fenders, doors, quarter panels, trunk lids, hoods will be made out of carbon fiber steel capable of storing electricity for your engine to run your car. Carbon fiber electricity panels on your car. That'll be in the 2020s. Guys, here, this is especially for my pals at the Blue Top, the Gearheads and the Clutch Busters. Hyundai is working on a motor with 2 different size pistons. I don't expect everybody to know what this means, but with 2 different size pistons, there's a lot of adjustments to make so that thing doesn't run as rough as a washboard. I mean, geez, oh Pete, it's got to shake and rattle and roll. They call it their variable cylinder displacement. And they're only going to use certain pistons at certain times, and they're going to have different size. But it can't be smooth. Of course, it's a Hyundai. We'll see what happens. Hey, the technology that they're working on, come on, guys. They're killing us with technology. Sometime in the early 2020s, Geely, that's a company from China, at the Asian Auto Show, will debut their first flying car, and it will be available in the early 2020s, a flying car. Now, if you want to see me do my best George Jetson, I would rather get in a flying car because I'm in control. I don't know if I can fly, but I'd like to try. I think it'd be fun. Especially if they make it easy. I mean, I don't want to watch a bunch of altimeters and stuff. I just want to get in the car and go up and go. So we'll see what happens. But by 2020, Geely's going to have a flying car out there for you. So you people in California can fly over those traffic jams. Okay? You don't have to worry about that no more. That'll be great. The first level 5, that is the top level, the top shelf driving car, self-driving car, will be out real soon. It's going to be before 2020, they say, and it's going to be Audi. Level 5, let me explain to you. There's several levels of car, autonomous driving, they call it. Several levels. And they say certain levels you can still steer or drive or brake. Certain other levels you can stop or change things, and it goes all the way up to number 5, which there'll be no steering wheel, no brake pedal, no nothing on that car. You'll get in it, and off you will go. Yeah, we'll see. You probably control it with your phone. And in keeping with that, because Audi's part of the company with VW, VW will have the first lounge-like interior to match self-driving autonomous cars. I saw a picture of this. It's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know how you're going to pick up girls in it. I mean, it's a lounge. It'd be for you and your date or something. But there are cup holders and, nice bar. And, what the heck? You're not driving. The drunken car is. Oh, my God, I love this. First Chinese car that will be sold here in the United States from China, made by a Chinese company, sold here. Because now there is one X60 or 90 or something in Volvo. That's a Chinese car made by BID, I think. But that's not. But it's on a Volvo label. This will be on a Chinese label. It is going to be called it's called a GAC, GAC, GAC. You know the noise the penguin makes in the cartoon, GAC. There is a corporation, a company called Udacity. 2 or 3 guys from Stanford University that were working out there, and you did this. It is it's a for-profit educational organization founded by 3 men out of Stanford University. And it's a ongoing technical engineering. It's a school online. It's an online educational school. It's got 1.6 million users right now. So it's making money. Let's just face it. And they are going to collaborate. They're going to partner with a company called Baidu. Baidu is out of Japan. They're from Beijing. Beijing, as opposed to Peking, is Beijing. Everybody had a Beijing duck? No. In January of 2000, this was incorporated in Beijing. Baidu was incorporated by two fellows out of Peking University. There's the other one. An internet company and one of the world leaders in AI, or artificial intelligence. What do these two have in common, you want to know? Well, let me just tell you. First of all, these guys in China are big deal. They're a big deal. They're huge. They're just absolutely huge. They're making so much money. They were incorporated in the Cayman Islands. So what does that tell you? All right. Well, they got Udacity here, where Udacity they have decided that we need something in this car world of ours. And they're going to invest, what is it, 1.9 billion? Let me just see what it says here. It's huge. It's a huge amount of money they're going to invest together. And they're going to build a site to train engineers, technicians, people to work on autonomous and electric cars. Let me read you the parts of their press release. Baidu COO, Chief Operating Officer, Q Liu, was joined by Udacity founder Sebastian Thurn to announce a new collaboration between the two companies. Thurn revealed that Baidu and Udacity will collaborate in a number of areas, including, for the first time, building courses together with both a Chinese and American company, the online education platform. That's the first time ever a Chinese and American company have collaborated and built an online educating platform. Thrun noted that the number of people with the requisite AI, or artificial intelligence expertise, to build self-driving cars is still vanquishingly small. And it is. With as few as 10,000 people the world over qualified to do this kind of engineering work. He also pointed out that Udacity's 9 million total enrollments across its programs thus far, 1/5 of those were coming from China already, with many of the graduates of its self-driving car programs are ending up with jobs at Udacity. Here's the deal. We have the technology brewing. It's blooming, it's growing, it's festering. And we want to make sure that we're going to build these cars correctly and safely. These is the first two companies to come together. One's from China, one's from America. So that's a first also. To put together an online training program, or educational platform, they call it, for electrical engineering, and it'll be artificial intelligence, whatever, computer programming, you name it. It's going to be whatever it takes to get these cars built. It's going to be pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. And they're investing $1.9 billion right here in the good old US of A. And I really like that. I want to see my car business, my God-beloved car business, blossom and grow and go forward with technology. I'm not against technology. You know that. I just want to see it right. And to do that, these are the kind of companies that got to jump up and say, hey, let's train these kids and let's train them right. And you're going to be putting kids on the street, or not on the street, but in offices that are going to be putting cars on the moon. Trust me. All right? Not in my lifetime. But they will be putting cars on the moon before you know it.